to stage, handing it off to Brother Andrew Lin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Sister Mei Yun. To my Tzu Chi family all around the world, good day to all of you. I'm very grateful and happy to be able to share today and have this opportunity and to represent our Tzu Chi volunteers in Singapore. And thank you to Sister Mei Yun for your invitation. I always feel your very positive energy. What I want to share about today is how in Singapore right now, we're really unleashing our creativity to promote a plant-based diet amongst the community. We really believe that that in promoting plant-based diets, we can help to mitigate the circumstances that right now we're seeing with the pandemic and to help us overcome it. So looking at the slide here, Singapore is actually kind of like a little island country. In terms of geographical area, there's not a lot of landmass there, and the population is not humongous, but the missions and the responsibilities of the Tzu Chi volunteers there are humongous. What we really hope to do amongst all of our volunteers is to find all sorts of different ways to promote plant-based diets, whether you're young or more elderly, more experienced, and whatever your different skill levels may be. We hope to have everyone actively participate together amongst all the Tzu Chi volunteers. So amongst the different methods that we utilize, these include, for example, delivering vegetarian meals, cooking vegetarian meals and creating videos out of there, delivering online lectures and seminars, going into the community and interacting with others to share about the benefits of a plant-based diet, hosting cooking competitions, and also sharing social media posts about the benefits of plant-based diets. The Brother Lim right now is further elaborating on each of these points. I'll go on and add a few details as well. Right now he's speaking about going into the community and how it's very important to use our sincerity to interact with others, to help them understand too some of the benefits that they can have from these plant-based diets. We also have these cooking competitions, including with our younger volunteers. It's a fun activity where folks all get to engage virtually. From home, they can cook a meal, stream it on video, and then have a competition out of that. And right now, amidst the pandemic, where a lot of our lives are virtual, social media platforms, including, for example, Twitter, give us a lot of opportunities to share as well. So in the past 1 to 2 years or so of the pandemic, where we've been restricted in our lives in many ways, we have nevertheless held and hosted about 17 different kinds of activities. Now, why are we doing so many different things, so many different activities? It's not for ourselves. It's absolutely for the lives of others. Not just for human lives, but for lives of animals as well. We know that in order to produce meat and other animal products, this really just means that we have to slaughter countless animals every single day. And so it's very, very important for us to put our heads, our minds, our thoughts together to find different ways to help to reduce the suffering amongst other animal lives by promoting this plant-based diet. And to do that, it really is important for us to be courageous in our actions and to stand up. So promoting a plant-based diet is really like lighting a candle. So every one of us in ourselves can be a candle. And so the first thing we have to do is light up ourselves. And only then, when we ourselves are lit up, and we then help others to be lit up as well. And so part of this enlightening, if you will, is helping others to understand what's really going on behind the scenes, right? For the meat that you see on the table, for the animal-based products that you're seeing, what is happening to these animals? What is the suffering that they have to go through to let that happen? So we really hope that through our actions, through all of these promotional activities, we can really bring light into the community in this form. So as we talk about plant-based diets, of course, this is all about eating and our diets. So we thought about using a series of online or broadcasted videos to promote plant-based diets in different ways. And something that we talk about is that not only do we want to eat cleanly in terms of plant-based diets being a more clean diet than, for example, animal-based products, but we also want to make sure that we don't leave any waste with our foods. And so for these different video series that we're talking about, what we really say is that we want to use our stomachs to transform Singapore into a society that really is a heavy adopter of plant-based diets. But have you also thought that another very, very important vehicle and method for us to promote these plant-based diets is to use our own faces? Because every single one of us in our faces as individuals, we all have very unique affinities. Now, of course, unless you're maybe, for example, twins, then you may have a similar face with someone else. But in general, as a unique individual, when other folks see us and see our faces, there is meaning to that. You may be their friend, you may be their family, whatever relationship it may be. That means something to them. And therefore, in your relationships and affinities with others, you really have the opportunity to share with them as well why it's so important to begin adopting plant-based diets. So in this pandemic, we've seen that it is so easy for the virus, the coronavirus, to transfer from one individual to another, to infect another individual very, very easily from transmission between contact. Now, in a similar way, that's a very, very negative aspect, but in a similar way, on the positive side, we also have the ability to influence others in positive ways. For example, through promotion of healthier or healthier diets that are also more friendly for the planet. So how is it that we use our face? So the way that we talk about this, for example, we would ask our volunteers, are you willing to lend your face? And in doing so, you can save so many thousands of lives.
OK， 好，那我们通过种种方式就是我们就是很多的吃播。
And so again, something that is so important in all of this is to not be shy, to stand up and to lend your voice to share with others. So we use, again, many, many different methods. We have many different video series including with kids, including with medical professionals, and with just regular volunteers. Many different series focusing on different aspects of plant-based diets. So in total, we've had actually more than 100 of these live stream series, or not series, 100 of these live streams, and involving approximately 200 or so people, ranging in ages from just kids as young as I believe 7 to even our more experienced volunteers through their 70s. So here's a video of some of the examples of their activities, including you'll see here that this volunteer is wearing a t-shirt promoting plant-based diets. And these t-shirts, for example, it's not only a reminder to yourself, but also something that shares the same message with others. So animals are friends, not food, is one message. And then the other message is that my love is also for animals, and I do not want to hurt them. And then there are even QR codes that folks can scan to find more information. So we really hope that in wearing these t-shirts and with these massive QR codes, it is an opportunity to share with others. In just a single thought, we have the opportunity to exercise our most complete and full love. So in closing, everything that we're doing is not just about ourselves and adopting plant-based diets, but more importantly, we want to share this with others. And that is our biggest motivation. And so to give of ourselves is to give our time. Time is our greatest strength. So in Tzu, in these past few years, you have often heard that it right now is not only important to share about plant-based diets and to adopt plant-based diets, it is absolutely critical. It's something that we must do in this time, and especially amidst all the circumstances that we're facing in the world right now. And Singapore has shown a myriad of different ways that they have done this as an inspiration to us all. So once again, let's thank Brother Andrew Lim for his sharing. So again, inviting everyone to share your thoughts and comments